Let's also head overseas if we can. Breaking news there, where Secretary of State Tony Blinken arrived in the Middle East just a short time ago for the start of a 3-day visit to the region. He's going to head to Jerusalem on Monday, where tensions are incredibly high following a series of deadly attacks. NBC's Kelly Kobiella is following this for us out of Jerusalem. Kelly, good to talk to you. First, if you will, Kelly, bring us up to speed on what's happened over the last 24 hours or so.
Sure. So Israel is on its highest state of alert. Police are on 12-hour shifts. Israeli soldiers are on the streets, especially here in Jerusalem, where those 2 attacks took place. The first one Friday night, the worst attack on Israeli civilians since 2008. Palestinian gunman, 21 years old, got out of a car in the evening, opened fire on a synagogue just as people were coming out after prayer on the Sabbath. 7 people were killed, including a 14-year-old boy, 3 more injured. It sounds as though those 3 will make it. Their conditions are not critical anymore, from what we understand. And then just a few hours later, a shooting Saturday morning, also in Jerusalem, in the predominantly Palestinian neighborhood of Silwan in East Jerusalem. A 13-year-old boy opened fire on Israelis. The Israeli officials say that an off-duty military officer who was armed at the time fired back and shot that 13-year-old. He is in the hospital and is expected to survive. Now, since then, Israel raised its alert level. There has been a huge security presence on the streets. A few clashes overnight last night between Palestinians and the police, and some clashes again tonight, but nothing on the scale of what we saw Friday and into Saturday. But this is the environment in which Secretary Blinken will be arriving tomorrow.
You talk about the environment, Kelly, and I want to dig into that just a bit if we can, right? Because different times, same players. And so you can't help but think, right, with these heightened tensions, you have the arrival of the Secretary of State there. You have Bibi Netanyahu back in place. You have Mahmoud Abbas in place as well, that there is a sense this could only go south from here. What is the feeling?
Well, it's not optimistic. Let's be frank about that. Yeah, Secretary Blinken is going to be meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu, the new prime minister, now starting just 1 month into his 3rd term, his big comeback term, and at the head of what most here consider to be the most far right, the hard right, most hard right government in Israel's history. So the question is, can they come to terms on any issues while they're here? Secretary Blinken and the State Department have said that this is going to be, in part at least, about reasserting the U.S.'s belief in a 2-state system here in the U.S., a state for the Palestinians. That's something that really hasn't gotten any traction in years, and it's not something that's talked about, certainly not in this new government, in this new Netanyahu government. I should mention, as a response to these 2 shootings, Yasmin, the prime minister announced a series of measures, including sealing up those 2 attackers' homes, the family homes of the 21-year-old and of the 13-year-old. Both homes, the government said, will be destroyed. It means their families will no longer have a place to live. It's part of the government's policy of sort of collective punishment and is meant to act as a deterrent. Obviously, this is not a popular policy when it comes to Palestinians and Palestinian families. And a number of other measures were announced as well, including strengthening settlements, and that will not go over well with the U.S. administration. So a lot to talk about. And on top of it all, not only domestic issues here in Israel, but also Iran.